This is episode 68 of Family Life Mornings. We're a morning radio show on Family Life, a network of stations across New York and Pennsylvania. It's hosted by Steve, Terese, and Randy, and our podcast, some of the best moments from this week.
Lord, please forgive me.
What's Steve praying for? Find out coming up.
Fun conversation, good music, and something to think about. Family Life Mornings.
80% of women
have
asked a total stranger this question in person.
Chelsea in Mount Morris.
Oh, Chelsea, you should know this. You're a woman. 80% of women have asked this question to a total stranger in person. What do you think?
Do I have something in my teeth?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good one, but
question.
that's not what we're looking
That's
for
not
today.
it, though.
I think I've asked that too. Is that typically a female question?
Just because you're kind of girly sometimes.
I guess.
Your teeth.
My daughter asks that question all the time. Anyway, yes, that's a great guess. Thanks, Chelsea.
Hi, my name's Kelly, and I'm from Parker, Pennsylvania. What time is it?
Ooh, that's a good one too.
That's
but
a good question.
I don't think that's totally female related, though.
Deborah and Amherst.
What do you think?
I think I would ask a total stranger for directions.
Okay, that's not it.
Not
Nope.
it.
Not it.
Hi, it's Marion Gardner, and I'm calling from Pittston, Pennsylvania. Do you think I'm fat?
Ah, no. Not it. By the way,
not it.
No, the answer,
Okay.
by the way, the answer is no.
Never, sweetie.
I'm Isaac. What I would think is possibly, how's my outfit look in the department store?
Oh, that's a good idea. By the way, Isaac, your outfit is on point this morning,
Right.
Yeah,
but it's not the
okay.
right answer.
We're gonna give it now. We don't want you hanging on all day long. All right. I'd be curious to see if Terese has asked this question to a total stranger. It would be to another female, and it is, where'd you get your shoes? You ever
Okay.
You ever asked that question?
You know what? I
What's that?
don't, because most women, I think, when you say, "Oh, I really like your shoes or your pants or your purse or whatever," they go, "Oh, I got it on sale at blah, 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 blah."
that's
And
true. They
so
always
any
do that.
self-respecting woman is going
Right.
to just tell you where she got it and how little she paid.
Right.
And so you don't have to ask.
All right. So the question is the proper one. 80% of women ask a total stranger, "Where'd you get those shoes?" It's the difference between men and women. Randy and I would look at each other and say, "Hey, you have shoes on."
Yeah, I've never asked that question.
How about the purse question? You ever asked?
I'd
where'd you
never
get
have
those?
asked that
you
either.
too.
Well, Steve, you have a nice one, I must admit.
Thank you. Hey, you're
Wow.
wearing socks today. That's good.
Well, hello there, sunshine. Welcome to Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy.
You'll be happy to know I've stopped fibbing.
Oh, it's good to know. All right.
All
This
right.
is
You're
family
probably
life.
thinking, wait, you've been
you're not done?
fibbing? You've been fibbing to this person too. I'm sure of it. I've decided I've stopped fibbing. This is a person I only see like a couple times a year, and every time I see her, she asks the same question, and I feel like I have to like fib a little. And so this last time I saw her, I didn't fib, and the reason why is because I realized the dental hygienist can tell if you floss or not. Okay? So when they say to you, "Do you floss?"
Okay.
Yeah, they know. And so I said to her, "Sometimes."
Yeah.
And I expected that I was going to get like all this guilt and this huge lecture. I said, "Sometimes I do." And she said, "Okay." And she just went about the cleaning. And so just stop fibbing, you know?
Yeah, that's good. We have a moment. Lord, please forgive me.
They don't need a request to be your friend. They already are. Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn
You
to.
said you spoke with candor to someone yesterday. Tell
No,
me.
Bunch of people.
no, I spoke in candor. That's the name of a town,
Oh,
okay?
right. Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah. So tell us about it.
Yeah, I was at the Allen Memorial Baptist Church in Candor yesterday.
Okay, in candor.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, that's a little different. Hey, good morning there.
It was just awesome. Everybody truly enjoyed it. I just wanted to, again, thank him for that, for his time doing that.
Well, to God be the glory, and thank you for having me.
We hear you have a spunky 90-year-old in your congregation.
94.
94.
Yes, we do. Oh, yeah, she's the one that wanted the hug. Yeah. Yeah, she is. Charlotte, she's a beautiful lady, yes, and she's a very godly woman, too.
You know how blessed your congregation was? Now you know what Steve and I experience every single morning.
Right.
Right?
Right. That's got to be true.
It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
Have you ever had this happen? You're sleeping, it's a nice, deep sleep when all of a sudden, nothing gets you up faster, right, Brandon?
That's true, especially when it just keeps going on, right? You hear this bark and over and over and over again. And that's what happened to Derek. He and his family fast asleep when the bark just kept going, and it wound up coming from an unlikely source, according to Derek. It was their own canine, who never seems to bark. But this wasn't a bark the family was used to hearing from their favorite pet, Ralph. Something was wrong. And when Derek went to check it out, that's when he realized why this 4-year-old Great Dane was trying to wake them up. The family's home was on fire, and Derek grabbed his wife, his 2 kids, and Ralph, and they got out of the home immediately, and now all of them safe and sound thanks to their hero dog, Ralph.
You said it was a great. Actually, he was just a Dane before all that.
Just an average Dane.
Average Dane.
Now.
Much better now.
If it's too early for you to start thinking about real life, it's okay. You can hang out with us as long as you want.
This is Family Life Mornings.
People handle stress different ways.
Yeah.
Just some people, it's very obvious they're under stress. Wear it on their sleeves. I have a good friend of mine whose son was just in the hospital for 3 days, and at first they didn't know whether he had COVID or not. And we talked about stress, and he said, I have this tendency to internalize stress. I don't show it. I just keep it inside. So everybody has their different ways of showing stress. My way, seriously, as you guys know, I have a weird sense of humor, and I try to find humor in like every single thing, even if it's a really bad situation. That's my stress. That's how I handle it. I just tell weird jokes. But currently, no matter be the situation, I don't think I'm really under any stress. Sometimes you think like, am I really stressed? I'm not really sure if I'm stressed or not. I don't think I am until I read this. High levels of stress can literally shrink your brain.
Steve, you need to find some time to relax. Maybe get a spa day or something.
You'll always wake up on the right side of the bed when you start your day with Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
I remember school lunches when everybody could, sit close enough to swap food. Not anymore, right?
Yeah.
A lot of schools are pre-packaging things, and maybe this is a little bit different, but it got us thinking about the good stuff that used to be or maybe still is on those school menus.
Yeah, Randy, we said that, and all of a sudden your eyes lit up when we said school.
Pizza burgers.
Pizza burgers.
They were awesome. That was my favorite school lunch.
Lauren in Salamanca, how about you?
The cafeteria rolls back in the 70s, you could smell them baking during the morning, and everybody just wanted to get to the cafeteria. There were yeast rolls, and then there was always mystery meat that nobody would eat at all because we didn't know what it was.
That's true. I do remember the mystery meat thing.
Yeah.
Back to the rolls. Cinnamon rolls were great. Our kids, about once every 2 weeks or something, made cinnamon rolls at their school, and I always had to, I think I'll go that day to visit for lunch because they had cinnamon rolls. That kind of thing. And then if you have too many of those rolls become like adult rolls, which that's a different thing.
Right around your midsection. Yeah.
Music? Check. News? Check. Encouragement? Check. Yep, we're ready to start the day. Family Life Mornings.
There's power in the word yet. You might think of it as like a procrastination word, but really you can use it to pivot your failure. Like, I can't do this yet. This might be something that you use with your kids, when they're working on school. I'm not good at this yet. I don't understand this yet. You can see how there's power in yet, especially when it comes to homework, right?
Yeah. God hasn't answered my prayer.
Yet.
You know we're friends because we're already on a first-name basis. It's Family Life Mornings with Steve, Terese, and Randy from Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
You two have perfected the power nap, right? I'm not good at it. You can
8
nap.
minutes. Close my eyes and
only 8.
8 minutes. See, almost like
I
clockwork.
usually go 15.
See, I can't do it because every time I nap, I nap a little too long. I wake up groggy. I don't feel well. I need a way to wake up and not feel groggy. groggy. And here was a guy in Massachusetts who wanted to get a little power nap in his backyard by his pool. And that's good these days, to get away and relax a little bit. Mm-hmm. And if he was like me, it's like, oh, boy, I hope I don't wake up groggy. So he was taking a little nap at his pool, and all of a sudden he felt a little nudge at his foot.
Boy.
And he woke up, and he looked up, and right in front of him was a bear.
That'll wake you up.
Guess what? He didn't wake up groggy.
No.
He was just fine.
When you wake up with Family Life, you get the encouragement you need to start the day.
I think a lot of us have been there where it's like, okay, we have maybe about a 2-hour project to do. Let's clean up the garage or clean up the closet or do something. We tend to put it off until we finally have to do it. So it's like, okay, I'll trudge in there and do it. Well, a 2-hour project, and I think we've been here too, can become an all-day project when all of a sudden you run into a box full of photographs.
Oh.
Right? It stops me. And then I sit down and I start
you got to look at them all. And
remember when the kids were, look at this one. Yeah. Oh, I'd forgotten all about, it just goes that way, doesn't it?
Yes.
It does.
And so the 2-hour project becomes an all-day project. And a lady in Washington was going through her husband's grandmother's garage, and she discovered all of these pictures. And here's what she's done with it. Aww. She now calls them, because they were family members and they were labeled. It's always important to label them, right? Mm-hmm. To know when the year and who it is and all that kind of stuff. She's now started a Facebook group called Memories from Helen's Suitcase. And she's gotten a lot of family members, extended family members who said, oh, I recognize that. And so they've come together and closer together just because of that. What started out to be the 2-hour project of like, I don't want to do this. And now it's a lifelong project of love.
They're here to wake you up, pick you up, and lift you up. Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
On the very first and what could be the very last feature here on Family Life Mornings, it's Steve, Terese, and Randy dating corner and advice.
This is not going to go well. Although all three of us managed to date.
Right.
Fairly successfully.
Exactly. All have very happily married now. Mm-hmm. But I can only imagine for the last 6 months, if people who are single and wanting to go out on a date and get to know someone, it's a tough time.
Yeah, because you can't just casually go out and be near people.
Right. So we're here, some advice, things. But now recently, you can go out a little bit, maybe, and that kind of thing. So what to wear, and then what color to wear. And then put those two together, what color mask to wear.
Mm-hmm.
Wear a mask. Mm-hmm. And apparently the consensus of opinion is the color to avoid, not that I've seen any of these masks, but yellow. You don't want to wear yellow. Again, I haven't seen any yellow masks.
Don't wear a yellow mask. I actually have one.
Do you really? Wow, she's going to go get her yellow mask.
Wow.
That's fine. Yeah, so yellow.
So all of us can see it, right?
So what's wrong with this mask?
Yellow is the least attractive color, apparently, according to the experts. We're just passing. Yeah, so yellow is not.
It's okay,
a good
yellow
color.
Mask. You're making my yellow mask feel self-conscious.
Well,
yellow mask.
I'm
don't
sorry.
Listen.
However, I can lean on experience of the past. Back when I was in my college days and starting to date, I was told numerous times, just wear a mask, Steve. Just wear a mask. You look much better with a mask.
Even a yellow
on.
one.
Whatever color. It really didn't matter. Please put them. And I got into radio because of that.
A new day, a new start, a God who never changes. You're waking up with Family Life Mornings.
I don't know if you guys have ever ridden an alpine slide. It's something that goes down the side of a ski mountain usually.
It's like a little cart, right?
Yeah, you're in a little cart, and it sits in kind of a concrete funnel type of thing, and you can go shooting down the side of the hill or mountain. A lot of fun. I've done it a few times, and they are a blast. Well, 59-year-old Eric was riding one of these. They called it the Rail Rider at a theme park in Tennessee. And when you're in those things, you obviously start from the top, and you can look down and pretty much see the whole track. And he saw what was potentially a dangerous situation further down the mountain. And he said his first thought was, can I stop this thing? And then the second thought was, can I get out of this thing, the cart he was in? Well, the answer to both questions was no. However, the situation resolved itself when the mama bear and the two baby bears finally got off the track. They were on the track as he was shooting down the mountain, and he thought, I'm going to plow right into them. And I thought, what a sight that would be if maybe you hit one of those bears and they landed up right on top of you as you kept going down the mountain.
Was the ride too? Well, go ahead.
But he barely missed them as he went flying by.
He barely missed them.
I see. Got it, yeah. So I was wondering if the ride was too fast or too slow.
No. It's just right.
Starting your day with a smile and a dose of encouragement, too. Family Life Mornings